Hi everyone. Guess who it is? Yep, the lady that went blank. I'm back with this tutorial because I want to show you how to do a really pretty easy component, and it is a fantastic component. I love it, and it's making a really pretty bracelet. It's got not a whole lot of sparkle in it, but you can add as much sparkle in this as you want. If you want more glitter, then you're going to add more sparkle. Now, everybody seems to really like this color. So the reason I've only got my bracelet half done is because I'm going to show you how to finish this in these colors. And I'm going to tell you the exact color name of all the beads I'm using. So those of you that have asked me the colors I used, I will give you a list, and in fact I will put it in the description box as well, right below this video, telling you the exact color so you can get the exact same color for your bracelet or necklace or earrings. You can turn this component into an earring, you can turn it into a really pretty ring, you can turn it into a choker necklace. It wouldn't go good as a round one because of the way we joined it. So this would be a lovely choker though. I can tell you that. It would be totally pretty as a choker. So this is what I'm going to show you today. Really simple, easy component that you can do whatever you want with it. Now in this component, or in this bracelet, I've used 5 components, but I'm going to make a 6th one because it does not quite, it doesn't quite fit just yet. Sure, one more component is probably going to make it too big. So, I don't care. I don't wear it anyways. So, anyway, it's probably going to be bigger than a size 8. So, for this component, you're going to need an 8mm pearl. And I promise you my hands are clean. It's paint under my nails, and I tried scraping it out and scraping it, and I'm making my fingernails raw, and I don't want my fingers to bleed. But I did try to get all this stuff out, but it doesn't come out. So in this one here, in the pearl color, we have an 8mm Swarovski crystal pearl called Lavender. And I got these from Aunties Beads. So I'm using a lavender color pearl. It's a very light purple. So pretty. It's very pastel. I'm using these gorgeous little mini SuperDuos, or Miniduos as they are called. And I got these from Wiseman Designs. And this is a pastel lilac. So this is the color purple I'm using in that. For the O beads, I believe, where's my little package? Nope, that's not it. Let me find the package that I took it out of. These are from Aunties Beads as well. That isn't it. Looks like it, but it's not. And where are you? Oh. Alright, there we are. These are called Chalk White Lila Vega Luster. So that's the color of these O beads, and you can get these O beads anywhere, but I got them at Aunties Beads when they were having their sale, so I got them for cheap. And I ordered 3 quantities, 5 grams, and you get 3 5-gram packages. I'm using lentil beads, and I got these also from Aunties Beads. And the color I'm using in the lentil beads is turquoise. It's a real simple color, turquoise. And it's a pretty color. I love these 2-hole lentil beads. I am using a 4mm Swarovski crystal. And that color is called Cylcamen Opal. And again, these are from Aunties Beads. So that's a 4mm Swarovski crystal. Cylcamen Opal. I'm using a really pretty kind of like a milky color 8/0 seed bead. So you will need an 8/0. And I'll tell you the exact color of that. And that is from Aunties Beads as well. It's called Silver Lined Milky Teal Toho. So that's what these are from Aunties Beads as well. So they come in 10-gram packages, and of course I bought 3 packages. So that's a really pretty color green. It's a very sea color. For the 11/0s, let's see here. I believe I got these from Aunties Beads, and these ones here are called Gold Lustered Toho Seed Beads. So it's got a purpley hue to them. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're sort of transparent looking, like the coating is just on the outside of a crystal bead. But it's called Gold Luster M. Not too sure if an M means anything. Anyways, I think they're Gold Luster Metallic. That's what I think they are. And in the 15/0, I've just got a clear rainbow colored 15/0 seed bead, and that really doesn't matter because you're not really going to see the 15/0. So, I mean, like if you're using black, then you definitely don't want to use a big bright yellow because you will see it then. But anyway, you know my humor. So for this, I am going to use a size 12 beading needle, and you're only going to need about 3/4 of a yard of fireline. I don't even think you need that much, so I'm lying about that. Let me grab a needle, and we want a size 12. So guys, thanks for all your prayers for Tiki, your unconditional love for my animals. Actually, I want to show you a really cute little guy right now that we're looking after. My daughter just got herself a puppy, and he is so cute. Anyway, I'm going to give you a tip. My son's gone to the vet right now with Tiki to find out his beak did turn black, and we're just waiting on when he gets back if he's either going to lose that beak or he'll gain control of using it again. Right now he doesn't really use it a lot because it probably hurts him where he had it stitched on in the bottom. But if my son gets back before this video's done, I'll show you guys Tiki. A lot of you don't know who Tiki is. Tiki is our conure parrot. He's the little guy, and my son's saying that Miku's the one that attacked him, but nobody really knows what happened because nobody was home, and the birds were left unattended with their cages open, and Miku was left on his perch, so he had free access to everything. When my son got home from the store, Miku was on Tiki's cage, and after that they discovered the blood on his boa feathers, and from there on forth. I was out at camp, but honestly guys, I'm not a depressed or stressed out person. My mind has gone blank. There's been a lot of things happening in our life here, and we've been so busy this summer that, you know, we just didn't have time to enjoy our backyard, and we went to camp for a week, and after coming back from camp, I just didn't have it in me to bead. It's not that I didn't want to, I just didn't have anything in my head or any design in my head, and any, I don't know how you'd put it, but I didn't have any oomph in me to bead. And I feel bad because you guys set aside waiting. I mean, this traumatizing with Tiki, it's really set us back. So we're just hoping for a really good outcome and he doesn't lose his beak. I'm hoping that's not when my son's going to come back and tell me that they have to put him out and take his beak off. So God Almighty, please don't let that happen. Anyways, you are going to need 2 jump rings if you're making a bracelet, and you're going to need a toggle closure. And as you can see, I've already put one side on because I need to figure out a way how to do it because it's a flat toggle. And I'll show you guys how to do it on this end when we get done our component. And I'm going to show you how to add your component individually. But first of all, I want you to meet this little guy. Can you bring him to me, Jeff? Now, his name is Mickey, but we call him Taco because he's a taco dog. Look at how tiny he is. Look at Mickey. Oops. Are you going to stand all my stuff flying? Let me move some stuff out of the way here. Anyway, I need to... Nobody can see you. We call him Taco because he looks like the Taco Bell dog. Little Chihuahua. He's so cute. Yep, you're going on camera, Mickey. Taco, enchilada, whatever you want to call him. There he is. Say hi. Oh, isn't he cute? Hey, Mickey. Are you cute boy? Say hello. Show your face. They want to see how darling you are. Anyway, he's not enjoying sitting in my lap like that. Alright, to get started, I've strung on about, like I said, 3/4 of a yard of fireline, which isn't a lot. You don't need a lot. Let me come up closer. Alright, first of all, you're going to pick up your 8mm pearl, and you're just going to put your needle through the hole in the pearl, like so. And bring it down to the end, and leave yourself a little tail for tying. So I just make it long enough that I can hold it in my hand. And then on your needle, you're going to pick up an 8/0, a Miniduo, and please make sure you check your Miniduos because they also have blocked holes. You're going to pick up an 8/0, a Miniduo. That one looked blocked. Nope. An 8/0, a Miniduo, and an 8/0. So what you should have is an 8/0, a Miniduo, 8/0, mini. So you should have 4 8/0s and 3 Miniduos, and an 8/0 on each end, like that. And then you're just going to come around. You're going to make a circle and go right back through that pearl like this. Okay? Holding your tail and placing 1/2 on your pearl like that. Okay, and you're going to do the same on this side. Pick up an 8/0, a Miniduo, an 8/0, a Miniduo, an 8/0, a Miniduo, and an 8/0. So 4 8/0s and 3 Miniduos. And again, you're going to go right through your pearl, making a circle. So now you should have this. Now, you're going to go through this one side. So go through the 8/0. I'm coming out of the pearl. Whoops, I'm coming out of, whoops. Let me just move things up here a little closer. Alright, so we're coming out of the pearl. My camera doesn't want to stay up anymore. For some reason, it just broke it. Alright, coming out of the pearl, you're going to go through the 8/0, the Miniduo, the 8/0. And pull it out of your hand like that first, too. The Miniduo, the 8/0, the Miniduo, and the 8/0. So I've gone through the one side that... and pull it tight. Okay, so now as you can see, we have a space between these two 8/0s. What you're going to do is you're going to pick up... Oh, I want to tell you what I called this bracelet. I called it Coming Back. It's called Coming Back Bracelet because I have no name. Alright, so pick up a Miniduo and go back down the other side of your beads. Like this. So I'm just going down through all these beads till I come to where we came out of the pearl like that. Let me come up a wee bit closer. There we go. So this is the hole here. So now you're going to pick up a super mini duo, whatever you want to call it, and then you're just going to continue going back to where your tail is. So you should end up finishing off in an 8/0. See, by putting a super duo or mini duo in each end here, it completes this complete circle. So you have a mini duo between every single 8/0. All right. So now I want you to travel around until you're exiting out of the 8/0, right there where your tail is. See where your tail is coming out of the pearl? Tie it into a surgeon's knot. So that's wrapping the thread twice around the loop. Pull. And again, twice around the loop. And pull tight. So there. Now you've got your little star. Okay, so now we've got a double knot there, and now you're just going to go through whatever side you want. Just exit out of any one of these mini duos. So I'm just going to go through a few beads just to pull my knot inside. So now it's pulled inside, and guess what that means? I can cut this nasty tail off. So I'm using a thread zap. I had to buy a new one because my last thread zap, don't know what happened to it, but it just quit working. I even put a new tip on it and it did not help change the battery. It did not work. It did not last very long. So the way I like to burn it off is I put my thread through there so I can get nice and close, and I just, oops. Wow, this is a crappy thread zapper. I got another crappy one. Alright, so burn that off. Ooh, that stinks. Okay, so exit out of a mini duo. Doesn't matter which one. Whoops. So you've came through all your bottom holes of your mini duos. So now you're going to exit into whatever duo you're coming out of, exit through the top. Alright? So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up, now we're going to work with our lentil beads. So now you're going to pick up one lentil bead, and you notice lentil beads have 2 holes as well. Okay? So pick up one lentil, one mini duo, and one lentil bead. Like that. And just go straight across into the next mini duo. Like this, placing them in there like this. Then in the next section, you're going to pick up an O bead, an 8/0, and an O bead. And you should have that on there. And just go straight across into the next mini duo. Like that. Pick up a lentil bead, a mini duo, and a lentil bead, and go across into the next mini duo, placing them there like this. An O bead, an 8/0, and an O bead, and go across into the next mini duo, and pull your work nice and tight. I need a lentil bead, a mini duo, and a lentil, and go across into the next duo, mini duo, I believe they're called. I need an O bead, an 8/0, and an O bead, and go across into the next duo. Okay, you need a lentil bead, a mini duo, and a lentil bead, and go across into the next super duo, or mini duo, sorry. Alright, and then your last section of an O bead, an 8/0, and an O bead. Okay, and then you're going to go across into the last super duo and stepping up into the lentil bead in the next. You're going to have to go through the lentil, through the SuperDuo, and exit out of that second lentil. So, but I don't know if you can do it all in one pass, but I know I can't, so I'm pretty sure you can't either. And exit through the lentil bead and pull nice and tight. So this is what you have so far. You basically have 4 corners. So you kind of have a square piece now, and it's actually really pretty. And we're going to turn this into a rectangle. So it looks like this. Now to do that, all you're going to do is, we're going to work with our 11-Os and our crystals. Alright, so you're just going to step up into the next hole of that lentil bead, like this, the second hole. And between the lentil and the SuperDuo, the 3 that you put on in that group, you're going to pick up an 11-O. You're going to go into the Miniduo, placing your 11-O there like that. Pick up an 11-O and exit out of the lentil bead, like that. So you have an 11-O between there. Now where you put the O bead, the 8-O and the O bead, you're going to pick up 1 4mm crystal, and you're going to skip the O bead and go right into your 8-O. That's between your O beads, like this. And you're going to kind of push your O beads down so your crystal sits on it like this, kind of like that. Pick up another 4mm and go straight into the next lentil bead. So skip that O bead and pull it like that. Now again, you're going to pick up an 11-O, go into the SuperDuo, 11-O, into the SuperDuo, or into the lentil. Okay, so now we're in the second part where the O bead, the 8-O, and the O bead is. So for this, you're going to need some 15-Os. So you're going to pick up a 15. You're going to go through the O bead, the 8-O, and the O bead. You're going to go through all 3 of those beads, not putting a crystal in there. Pick up another 15 and go straight into the lentil bead, like that. Okay, so you've done that. Now you're back into your lentil, which is your corner. Pick up 11-O, go into the SuperDuo or Miniduo, 11-O, into the lentil, pulling your work nice and tight. So now you've done 15 O's on this side, and now you're directly across from where your 4mm are, so now you're going to place 4mm here. So pick up a 4mm, skip the O bead and go straight into the 8-O like that, placing your fire polish there. Pick up another fire polish, crystal bicone, and go straight into the lentil and place it in there like that. So you have this. Now you're going to finish off your last corner by picking up an 11-O, going into the duo, pick up an 11-O, into the lentil bead. Okay, and now you're on the other side where you stuck the 15 O's, and that's where you're going to put a 15 O again. So pick up a 15 O and go through all 3 beads, the O bead, the 8-O, and the O bead, like so. Pick up another 15 and go straight into the lentil bead. And I snagged the 11-O on the other side of that lentil bead, but you have to get across and go into this, exit out of this fire polish here. So I'm just going to go through the SuperDuo, the Miniduo. Gosh, I want to keep calling it SuperDuo. So go in the Miniduo, and this is why we use a size 12 beading needle, because it gets kind of snug in there. And now you want to exit out of your fire polish. Now you're going to pick up an 8/0 and you're going to go right into the next fire polish. Crystal bicone. Now you're going to travel all the way on the outside of these beads and exit out of this crystal bead here. So you're going to travel through your lentil. I should make some soup with these lentil beads. I'm just kidding. I hate crunching glass. Not a big fan of chewing glass. Alright, so I'm just going through all the beads on the top beads here on the outside. Ooh, that was a big pass. It is a super windy day today. And Miku is being a good boy, being quiet for now. He's been noisy all day. I'm trying to get into the 15/0 here. There we go. Alright, still making my way to the other side. Oops. And into there. And into the 4mm, or yeah, 4mm crystal. Now you're going to stick an 8/0 in between, like so. Pick up an 8/0, and now, unfortunately, you got to travel all the way around to the other side and exit out of this 8/0. And your component is actually finished. But now I'm going to show you how to attach it to your bracelet while you still have your needle and thread on it. And actually, we're at this end here. We're going to have to go all the way around again so I can show you how to put your actually, we can just go all the way around. So anyways, get to the next 8/0 across from where you are. Okay, I want to try and snag these 15/0s because they're really hard to get through. So if you can snag it, perfect. There we go. It's going easy. Come here. Get in there. Okay. This is really tough. Trying to get at least through the SuperDuos. I don't care if I could see the needle, but it doesn't want to go. So what I gotta do is back out of the 11/0, and there we go. Oh, I'm gonna bend the snot out of this needle, but oh well. Fun. Alright, so we are at our destination. Let me just move these out of the way here. Oops, the 15/0s I mixed up. In there, I shouldn't have. Alright, so if you have some components already made and you want to see how to attach it, this is how you do it. So you're exiting out of this 8/0. You're going to pick up an 11/0, an 8/0, and 11/0. And now you're going to go on to the next component, which is attached to your bracelet already, or whatever, your first, second component, and you're going to put your needle just through the 8/0 like that to join it. See? Now you're going to pick up 11/0, an 8/0, and 11/0. And you're going to go make a circle and go back through the 8/0 you originally came out of, which is your new component, like this. And then you're just going to reinforce this all again. I wanted to make this simple and short. I didn't want to have big, huge gaps between the components. I just wanted it to be nice and snug and tight. So I'm just going to go right through all these beads and reinforce. So I'm going, and I think I'll do it, whoops, 3 times. So 1 more time. And it's good and strong. Oh, and I'm using 6-pound fireline in case I didn't mention that, which I don't think I did. Alright, there's my 3 times. Now I'm going to make my way through all these beads again. So now I'm exiting out of this 8-0. And it's a good way to reinforce your bracelet. I'm praying I get through this SuperDuo without hassle, because I had a hard time on the other side. I don't know, it seems like these duo holes, Miniduos holes, are way smaller. Okay. I just love bending my needles. It shows after this is going in the garbage, just so you know, because I will never reuse this needle. I can't stand trying to get my needle to go straight, so when I pick up beads like this, they don't actually fall off the needle when it's bent. That drives me to drink. Well, I should have been an alcoholic by now then. I don't even drink. Come on. I know I could see you in there. There we go. So, struggling. Oh, that was an easy one to get through. Amazing. Alright, so now what we need to do is exit. And my needle's so bent that this is why it's not going nicely through our bracelet, our piece. I am exiting out of the 8-0. So now you're going to take your 15-0s and you're going to pick up 9 15-0s. And then you're just going to make a circle and you're going to go around back into the 8-0 like that, making this little loop-de-doop thing here. And of course, reinforce it. So you're going to go back through it a few times. Pulling it tight. So that's 2 times, and this is 3rd time's a charm. Come on, needle, move down a bit. Wow, I really bent this needle. And there's the 3rd time. So now just take your needle and make your little ring into a loopy-loop. And that's it. You can tie off your end and you can have fun doing that, because these beads are so darn hard to get through. And I usually like to use, where's my scissors? The tip of my scissors to make that circle nice and round like that. See? Alright, time to tie off. And I really don't want to tie off by this SuperDuo. So let me get out of it. Cool. Alright, so I am at the 11-0. Oops. I'm going to come around and make a circle and tie it off. And I'm coming out of the lentil bead, and I'm going to go into the 15-0 because I don't want to try and pull a knot in there now that I've traveled around here a couple of times. So I will put one between the 15-0. Actually, I'm going to wrap my thread, make my loop small twice between the 15-0 and pull tight. And pull that through. And oh boy, we're at this mega problem duo. And you know what? I'm ending it. I'm not going to fight with this. So I'm just going to burn that off. Now, I know this bracelet looks huge, and it's not too shabby. Alright, so now all you're going to do is add your jump ring to your toggle end. And you're going to add your jump ring in there. And I would do it, but I forgot to bring my pliers. I could try it with these. It's called determination. My pliers are downstairs. Ooh, look, it worked. My finger worked. And these big fat bale making pliers. I am so funny. Hey. Now, you get in there, just because you're fat pliers. Alright, let's see if I can close it with my scissors. Nothing like the height of laziness, right? And it worked. Look at that. Good and closed, maybe. Yep. There we have our pretty little bracelet. Look at that. So let me zoom out. Oops, not zoom in. Let me zoom out and show you the entire bracelet. So each component only takes one pearl. 8, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, no, it takes, yeah, 2, 4, 12, 13, 14 8-0s, 8 lentil beads, 8, no, yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Miniduos, and 4 crystals, and I'm really not going to count the seed beads. That's just not going to happen. So, I hope you guys have fun making this coming back bracelet. It is really, really pretty piece. Honest to God, I love these colors. I really do. It is a stunning showpiece. Is that not pretty? If you guys, this almost looks like a starburst. I might even call it the starburst. We'll see by the time I upload it. Look at who is home. It is baby Tiki. This is the bird that we have been, this is our conure. And I'm trying to show you his beak, but he's being a little, and the vet said he may still lose his beak, but he's made great progress and he's back up to the weight he was when he originally got hurt. He's struggling because he wants to go, but I want you guys to see his beak, how black it is. See it? How it's kind of open, but he's healing. Oh, what are you doing, baby Tikis? Oh, he's such a good baby. Hey, everybody wants to see you, baby Tiki. Look at this gorgeous baby bird. Is you holding on? Are you holding on, sweetheart? He is just a little darling guy. And he still chirps. He still feels really rough right here where his beak is. But I wanted you guys to meet Tiki. He's the conure. He's so cute. Yes, he's my baby. He's my baby. Yes, you are, Tiki. He's just, oh, no beads. You can't crunch beads, remember? He's gone. Anyways, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed my coming back. I know it's a brief, short tutorial, but it is of a gorgeous bracelet, and I really hope you guys can find. I just bought these beads recently from Aunties Beads and Jill Wiseman Designs, and the pearls came from Aunties Beads too. So watch for their, if you subscribe to Aunties Beads, you can get an email that will bring you directly to their daily sales that they have. Some of them are just outstanding sales, and it's like beautiful stuff. Tiki wants to crunch on beads. No, you can't have that, Goofy. No! Give me that! He got a bead. He's got a crystal in his mouth. Can you believe this damn bead, or baby bird, that can't eat, can't crunch, and scoffed a Swarovski crystal? He's got a Swarovski crystal in his mouth. Give me that, Tiki.
It's good protein.
You can't chew on that, sweetheart. Look at all those sparkles. Oh, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. I'm just trying to open your beak. Give me that bead back. He can't bite anymore. Open your mouth. Drop that bead. Drop it. Tiki. Open. He's not going to drop the bead. You are such a bugger. You can't crunch it. He's got a crystal in his beak. Come here, Goofy. Come here, Goofy birdie. Can I have my crystal back? Come on. This is a crystal stealer. He can't crunch it. Before, he used to pick up my crystals and run with them and crunch them. But he's just holding it in his beak, and I could see it in there. Let me see it. Give me that. Let me see. Tiki. Drop that crystal. Well, you don't have it. You did drop it. Where'd it go, birdie? Peep. Hi, Peep Peep. Oh, he's showing everyone how pretty you are. You see why we were so worried about him. He's just 2 years old. And he's just loving his scratches. Oh. Everybody gets to see you now, sweetheart. Hey, the stress you put us under. Yes. And it's good to know that his weight's back up to 70 grams. It dropped down to 60 because he couldn't eat. And now he can eat baby food. He can eat mashed up bird seeds. Do you still have a crystal? Let me see. I think you do. Kiki, where is it? Let me see. Do you have a crystal in there? No? I sure as the hell hope not. Yeah, he dropped down, but now he eats his food ground up and mushy, and oh my God, you should see the mess he makes with it. He just flings it everywhere. Hey, sweetheart. Yes, you just go, baby bird. Burp, burp, chirp, chirp. He could still chirp. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and you make this and show me what you've created. And again, like I said, I got these all fresh new beads, so it's not like they'll be out of stock. And again, down in the description bar, I will put where I got the beads and the color. So you want to make this exact color, you can. And I'll give you a real close-up shot of it so you can see how lovely it is. It is a very lovely component. Say bye, peeps. Say bye-bye, peeps. Oh, he's too busy. No. This time, did you get a crystal this time? I don't think he can pick them up yet. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon on the next video. You take care, everyone, and I'm glad I'm back, and I have missed yous all. And again, update on Tiki. He's doing much, much better. Anyway, bye, everyone.